Shout out Sports Card Show. Today is Wednesday, Hump Day, August 17th, 2022. A lot of content to go over. Some perspective on different views, some conversations that have been bubbling around, some great new channels to share with you. I got so much to talk about, man. Please get your comments ready. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I really do appreciate the feedback. Hey guys, we're going to be live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. Please check us out live. It's a plan to go live. Could be recorded, but I'm hoping to go live. Talk more about that in a second. You know how we start. We start with some sub love. That's right. Let's start with Wolf Pack Man. Brought to my attention, I think by Bear Cards. Mentioned him as one of the channels to check out. Really liked his break. He's opening with some packs here, and I just like his voice and what he's doing on the channel. So check him out. Tell him ZiggyNo sent you. Get him some sub love, and let's help build this hobby. Build the community. Another great video here from Hats, the lifelong Astros fan. Now, again, I think he changed his name recently. I definitely think I've talked about him before. I love his Astros passion. Great video here with music and cards. So just listen to some music and some cards. You got it right here. Sub love, please send it over. Stavin, S-T-A-V-E-N, Stavin's Sports Cards. Great video here. He talked about how he started his channel because of the National, the impact of the National, and what he's planning to do after the National. Does some shout outs here, some channels that he supported him. He met at the National. Just a great video. Tell him ZiggyNo sent you. Give him some more sub love. And let's look forward to seeing him next year at the National in Chicago. Really excited for these new channels. The Card Closet, over 500 subscribers. Great video here talking about Ruth relics. And it made me think to myself, as he's opening this, right? This is a leaf. It's a guaranteed authentic piece of Ruth's bat. And I was thinking to myself, if I'm Panini, right, and I am looking at the State of the Union, I definitely stop using game-worn material. Why would you put game-worn material out right now? You're going to get slaughtered in it, right? You're in a market where they're going to take whatever you want. I would be stashing game-worn material. I'd be stashing autographs, because when you're unlicensed, right? When you're unlicensed in the future and you're competing against fanatics, what a better time to pull out some troves of freaking, autographs and game-used basketball and football material, right? Just a thought. I'm always thinking, thinking the other angles, guys. Maybe that's what Panini's thinking. I'm pulling for you, Panini. I'm becoming a bigger fan, even though you got my redemptions, and I'm still pissed about it. Okay, Card Hobbyist. Great video here. He actually does a shout out to Something Sports Cards, who I'm a subscriber of, big fan of, and does 10 questions. Really enjoy this. Even like, how would you make the hobby better? What do you see in the future of the hobby? What do you collect? Really great video. Like his perspective. Enjoy it. Give him some sub love. Tell him ZiggyNo sent you. Let's help break 700 and on his road to 1,000 subscribers. Speaking of 1,000 subscribers, let's talk about Lou Rock TV. Right at the cusp, 977 subscribers. John Mangini actually shouted him out today. It made me think about him, so I'm shouting him out as well. And I just, I know how important. Again, 1,000 subs means a lot. It's not about the money. It's kind of it's like a water. I can't explain it. But let's get him over there, guys. Let's help Lou Rock break 1,000 subscribers. Get over there and give him some sub love. Extreme Card Breaks. Always need a little more sub love, but doing very well over 5,000 subscribers. Great video here on altered card database. Something I was just talking about yesterday. Like, what happens to cards that are fake or altered or trimmed? Where does that go? And here's where they go. I don't know who takes care of this, but it makes me think to myself, why don't more people know about it? Like, why is it when you come in the hobby, they're like, hey, how do you order cards from Panini, and you get your supplies and blowout cards, and you know about the altered database? Like, why isn't that one of like the first things, like, blowout forums? Why isn't this stuff that you're taught about or you gravitate to? Great video from my favorite content creator, and I haven't spoken about him in a long time, but baseball card collector, investor, dealer. I absolutely love this video. He does a video on his black refractor LeBron, which he tells you he paid $800 for this. He talks about the rise of this thing. I love his videos, and he talks about, like, it went to 30,000. He's like, surely it can't go higher than that. It went to 80,000. Like, surely it can't go higher. He went back down, like, I guess at 20 or 30,000 right now. But Chris, man, you're just a great guy. I love this video, man. I love at the end. At the end, he actually shows you him holding it, because somebody said, I don't even believe you have it. He's like, well, here I am. Here I'm with it. Chris, rock on, man. Rock on. Great video. Retro Hoops Collectibles. His little thumbnail is, I've been a hypocrite, or I've been something, I don't know. Had a change of heart. Basically, what he talks about here is he thinks SGC should lower their prices. And I'm just going to say this. Look, I put some comments down here. I know he likes SGC. I know a lot of people do. In fact, I made a comment that SGC has a lot of YouTubers who are supporting it. Now, there's a lot of conflicts between these YouTubers, because SGC's giving deals out to everybody, right? Everybody's got a YouTube subber slash, supporter. I don't think they're doing a good job in their channel management. I'll put it that way. And I'll also say this: SGC has done absolutely nothing, in my opinion, that's innovative or has separated them in the market space. They actually turned down the opportunity to support a registry, while CSG has done that, which would be a collector's move. Okay, they're not a collector's card. These guys have just engineered their system to be fast, so they can help people flip fast, so they can show more value in the market. Their whole goal at SGC is we want to close the gap on the perceived value, and if you think we are as valuable as our competitor, then you'll give us more money. I'm still concerned by this. I think it was Sports Card Radio says they don't authenticate autographs. They don't have autograph authenticators there. That is, it seems to me like if I'm going to target them, that, I mean, come on, that's, and I'll just say this too, Retro and Bobbles and other people who support them. I'm not asking you not to support them. I'm asking you to ask them to make changes. Right? I'm asking you to use your influence to help them get better. Let's make this a better place. Let's not be complacent. Let's not be happy with second or third. Really enjoyed this video. This was actually from, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, Brandon's Baseball Cards. There's an interview about Star Wars with Kirk Christensen, and I like the whole conversation. Okay, they talk about seal packs and Star Wars. I'm thinking great curator has to watch this video. So I think I sent it over to Merle's World. I don't know if Merle sent it, but it's a great video and shows you like the depth of knowledge of Kurt here. But I checked out Kurt's. I did some research on Kurt, and Kurt has an authentication service. It actually competes with BBCE. I mean, just blows your mind, right? I don't think he's like a direct competitor. Like he didn't talk poorly of BBCE here. They talked a little bit about that. I think they talked a little bit about it. I think they did, yeah. But it just blew my mind that he actually has a competing solution. Now, again, he focuses on what he knows, which I think is Star Wars, authenticating Star Wars stuff. But really cool that I mentioned him, which also brought me, as I'm doing the research, he was on a channel that has been since quiet, Hobby Network Group. Hasn't put a video out in over a year. Is that right? But man, these guys are one of my favorite videos of all times. And that was these videos with celebrity wives. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to drop a link below for you guys to check it out. I thought it was one of my favorite videos, listening to the collector's wives. Another quick video here with a collector wife and collector together, the super power couple, power family of Reckless Cards. Great interview here with Drake's PC. Really enjoyed this. Listening to Drake talk about focusing his PC, what he focuses on. Some great lessons learned. I also love just hearing how content, the focusing of content, how content's changed and where the direction content's going. Really big fan of Reckless. Big fan here of Bench Clear Media, Ty and Mike. Of course, they got Andy sitting in here from Blind Me Refractors. Great conversations here. Great conversation. Talk about QBs. I'll just say it right now. QBs are going to spark the next big correction, crash in the hobby. And I want to also point this out right now. It is August. All year long, you've heard people tell you that this is the down season. Oh, January is a down season. No, March is a down season. No, this is down season. We're going into the fall. There's no more excuses for the down season. You're going to go right into the fall, into the basketball season. And you're going to hear going to the holidays. It's a holiday season. And no, January, it's January season. Guys, things aren't going to get better in the valuation of sports cards. Now, I brought up here that I found it interesting that Mike and John Mangini and Triple Crown all were very, very concerned, right? They put this video, the hobby has lost something. All of this has a theme towards Jeff Wilson. And I know I've been called a Jeff Wilson fanboy. I've been a supporter of Jeff Wilson, and I'm going to be a supporter of anybody I think deserves supporting in the hobby. I'll put it that way. But please, please show me. Now, again, I think John Mangini did a great follow-up video today where he said, he's not mad at Jeff. Like, Jeff's not scamming people. Jeff's not a bad person. He's a businessman who's, I think the easy way to put it, he's an ignorant. He doesn't know what he's doing. Brash millionaire in the hobby. He doesn't tell you what to do. He just kind of shows you what he's doing. And I understand the perception. Now, I'm looking at it from a lot of different perspectives, okay? I think what Jeff's done has been more good for the hobby than bad. Easily more good for the hobby than bad. What I want to say here, again, I think something's been lost. Why don't you, Triple Crown and John Mangini and Mike and everybody else, why aren't you guys more hammering on the true problems in the hobby when those go down? And I'll just start with a very basic one, like the PWCC trimming scandal a few years ago. Why did that just get a pass? And why don't we talk about that anymore? Okay. Then there's, the BBC thing. And I'm not even going to talk about this recent one. Let's talk about the Pokemon one. And the dude said, we were duped. And the whole world keeps using BBCE. Right. And let's talk about the grading discrepancies. Okay. There's so many other issues. I'll just mention she collects cards and her little box scam she was running there, where she's put a laughing video of a box that's open. Why don't we get more frustrated over that? If Jeff did any of those things, guys, we'd all jump down his back. I would jump down his throat if he opened a box and told me he's been scammed, right? And I'll give you my favorite example, right? Card ladder. I know Triple Crown used to use card ladder. I know a lot of the other guys use card ladder. Card ladder has predictive scoring and ladder scoring. If Jeff had that in his data tool, you'd all have a heart attack. Why don't you guys give him grief over that? Why don't you guys have a revolt over that with the card ladder product? And I'll just say this: you don't have to like market movers. Go use Card Hedge. Go use eBay. But the hypocrisy there, guys, about how you want to attack or cause, let's say, the world's falling apart because of Jeff Wilson. I'm gonna take defense to that, right? And I don't. Again, Jeff's not perfect, but show me. I can show you a lot worse examples. I'm hoping. I'll say this, guys. Take your frustration and your anger, and let's channel it into change. Let's channel it into a voice, right? I would say, hey, let's talk to Jeff and say, Jeff, these are the things we think you can correct. Let's see if Jeff listens. If he doesn't listen, then let's roast his ass. Okay, so last video or last comment I'll make here. Well, last few comments. Loot box. I'm going to be talking to these guys live tonight. Please join me live, 9 o'clock. If I can't get things live, I'll probably do a recording. I'll post later, but I think live would be fun. I want to get their perspective, their thoughts on the last few years. And I'll say this too. These guys have great influence on the hobby. Look at 79,000 subscribers. So one thing I'm going to ask them, and I'm going to ask everybody else is, look, I'm just going to ask you as a favor to the hobby that if an incident happens in the future and we need your support, will you be there? Would you listen to whatever I have to bring to you? Would you listen to it? And then if you think something's valid, would you give me your support? For example, if I say, hey, we need a petition or we need support around changing this in the products in the future, would you support it? That's what I want. I want us to work as a community to make change. And I want your feedback and I want your direction and I want your guidance and I want us to have a voice. And I'm probably dreaming. Okay, last few things I'll talk about. I want to mention, guys, I have a video I haven't posted yet that I'm going to post here on DC 87. I've been using them for consignment and I dig them. They're cool. I'm going to start working them into maybe some weekly content. And then I'm also going to do a quick update here on StarStock. I actually had a conversation about StarStock about a week ago, and I haven't been able to put together the video, and I want to bring it to your attention. I'm going to probably put the StarStock video together soon because I think it's a great conversation piece on what lessons have we learned. Make sense? Whew, these videos are getting a little longer than I expected. Have a great day. Thank you very much if you made it to the end. Please like, comment, subscribe. I got so many things I want to do, but I'll be honest, life has just been very challenging. It's been very busy. It's going to be busy in the future. That's just life. But I do love, I appreciate, and I enjoy this hobby, and I enjoy your support. Thank you.